Oh, okay. That's what those red trails in the sky are leading to. Either my connection or theirs. Hmm. My stats are reading okay. Although, they do drop at points. I don't know what it does to the audio. All I can see is that it drops below 60 FPS at times, but not below 30. Huh. That's weird. I didn't get any kind of notification for getting dropped or anything. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna blame Twitch, because that... I don't know what to do otherwise. Besides maybe changing the encoding. Although, I'm using the encoding that everyone recommends. It just seems to be a little bit too much at times. Or I could... It's not really the kind of games with, come on, brain. Graphical options. It's not really high, medium, low. Oh, hey, one moment. I'm gonna see what's down here. You love a boss? You love a video game boss that will stand there and wait while you go and rummage through her shit. That doesn't do anything yet. Does this do something? No. What now? I'll try. Oh shit, I need a 6. 3. Well, there's all my lockpicks. I know, right? What the hell? This cutter needs to be repaired. Okay, so I can repair boats. That's good to know. Am I gonna be flying between islands? I figured that would be a static thing, but if I can move in the space between islands myself, this is a larger game than I thought. Oop, potions. I've gained so much ammunition, but I don't have any bow and arrow yet. And I don't think I've seen a shop. I feel like the game is telling me, just go ahead. Bow rat. Oh, we got wheels. Nice. I don't think that one does anything but look cool, but you know, aesthetics are 90% of art. And that boat is a work of art, like, holy shit, what a design. I don't think it even has an engine. It doesn't need one. Lest we forget that my character's backstory is in going to school to learn how to cast magic on the ships so that they can fly. That gear is connected. It doesn't have to be connected. It's for aesthetics. Also, hello, Oni. Welcome. Oh, okay. Thank you for waiting. Vela Kalos stands with gravitas, her voice piercing the clatter of the ship. You notice blood seeps from her armor. She is wounded, but hides it well. Loose the sails! And why is the anti-grav engine not running? What's this, a straggler? The Dark Star Company greets you. My apologies, but you have caught us at a rather inopportune moment. I've just escaped from an Inquisition prison. Can I join you? Thanks, 26. Hope you have a good night. And sleep well. Or was I? Okay. Oh. I don't know which one to... Okay. I don't trust the Inquisition, obviously, but I definitely don't trust you. The Inquisition has career advancement opportunities. If I join the Dark Star Mercenaries, where will I be in 10 years? Because I could be in a coffin with the Inquisition. Moving around and giving orders in a coffin, I mean. So, I think I've come to apprehend you in the name of the Inquisition. Expect it or not. Oh, that's good. You've come to apprehend me. You look like you need a meal and a lie down, and also, like, a bath? Maybe just a washcloth for something more than your face? I don't think you're in a state to apprehend a silk slug. Silk slug? Holy shit. In this world, they don't have Silk Song or Rain worlds, they have Silk Scug. These Inquisition's dogs really must be desperate, eh? Still, we can't tarry here. Events are in motion that can't be stopped. Prepare yourself, straggler. Great deeds are afoot. Deeds that will bring the apostatic union's tyranny to an end, and that will usher in a new age of heaven. See, I don't trust that. I don't trust the apostatic union, clearly. They killed the gods, and, like, we could look around, we could see how that's gone. But I feel like you don't have the interests of the working class at heart. And with that, we must take our leave. It's been a pleasure, but I doubt we'll meet again. Okay, that's fine with me, honestly. Yeah, damn, they do just kind of fly through the... Okay, can I get... Nope. The fortress needs repairing before that will work. That is a very interesting message. See ya. Are you... I wonder how long I can follow that for. Oh shit, quick! Quick! To the top floor! Quick, get the weapon out. No! Yeah, I think it went up over there. Oh well. That was nice while it lasted. What? What are you? Upgrade property? What in the fuck? I didn't know this was in this game. Okay. Hell yeah, actually, I love this kind of stuff. I love myself a good home base builder. So that's what this needs to be repaired button for. Okay, cool, yeah. Look, it's even coin active. Oh my god, it's literally coin activated. You literally put in the money here and it repairs the fortress for you. Like I said, this game is not without a sense of humor. And like whimsy as well. Which is really important, I think. It's not all dark. I say, as I have to talk to this fucking ghost again. That's a nice bed. Hold on, one moment. Like, I love this pattern. I don't like the pillows. The pillows look bad. But they were still someone's coins. Yeah, hello. Okay, fine. Vela spent countless nights here, hunched at her desk by the light of a candle. While the rest of her crew slept, she would pore over sky charts and scour old tomes for shreds of arcane knowledge. Back then, when I was flesh and blood, I thought she was driven by a pure desire to carve out a better world. But in time, I came to think of her as little more than a frightened girl, trying to fix something broken inside herself. For there is a thorn in Vela's heart that she cannot remove. Sometimes its maddening scratch pushes her to greatness. Other times so she has bipolar disorder. Listen, stranger. Whether you wish it or not, you will cross paths with Vela. I see it clear as day. But what will happen next is a tangle of infinite possibilities, a dark void that swallows any attempt at foresight. If you wish to understand the woman your fate is bound to, seek an old manor that drifts on the northeastern edge of Hollowshire. I will meet you there. That sounds like a good goal. I am very interested in this character, Avella. It very much, I mean, given the whole of the vibe so far, it wouldn't surprise me if the intent was to read Vela as... Yeah, thank you. As being... Oh, it's the Inquisitor. Are you okay? Your anus appears to be bleeding. I'm sure that's normal. Okay, what we got? Entice. This oddity of a spell draws upon the caster's force of personality rather than their arcane knowledge to sway erstwhile enemies to their side. Much studied by academic wizards, the nature of the spell remains something of a mystery, but its power is not in doubt. So, the first spell this game gives you is not an attack spell, it's Enemy Mine. That is interesting priorities. Oh yeah, I'll also take that. Let's see, switch spell is C. So next time I see something that wants to kill me... Right. I should probably go talk to the Inquisition lady. What the hell? Oh, there's just Gothic architecture everywhere you look. It's like we're on Durst. Oh, hello. Oh, it's you. The High Confessor wants to speak with you up on the platform. Though what she sees in a wretched prisoner is beyond me. Okay. Chill. No one here seems free. Oh my god, your little face mask is open. Oh, hello. The Night Mother wishes to speak with me. Let's hope your audio is more balanced. The High Confessor is giving orders to the agents around her, pointing with her mechanical limbs and shouting between bouts of coughing. Eventually, she notices you. Ah, prisoner 17, wasn't it? Our drones have been tracking you. It seems that Vela has escaped. I played your little game. Will you let me free? Couldn't apprehend her. I failed. I don't want either of these options. I definitely don't want to be like, hey, I failed, so we're good, right? Nonsense. I was certain you would be cut into tiny pieces. It's astounding you made it this far. But your sentence still stands. You may yet prove your usefulness. We must ascertain where Vela has fled to. Luckily for us, I know just who we can ask. Ooh, Cog just appearing. Excuse me. The Oniric Isles. Oh. The Oniric Isles are home to a number of former Darkstar mercenaries. My superiors would rather I executed them, but they are more used to us alive. If anyone knows where Vela went, they will. I would start with Jack Basalt, a former Navy captain turned sellsword. We've already contacted him and arranged a meeting. You can find him at the Wobbly Noggin Pub in Hollowtown, in the center of the Oniric Isles. Basalt has promised to direct us towards his comrades. In exchange for the polymath's pardon, he can help you find the others. Why me, of all your agents? The Dark Stars are deeply mistrustful of the Inquisition. You could say we've had a few run-ins in the past. As one of our newest and most amenable operatives, you may have better luck than another of my agents. You see, you haven't had time to wipe all that shit off, so you blend right in. Which way to Hollowtown? Follow the road south through the village of Quill and cross the gate bridge. This should get you to Hollowshire. You will need to acquire an apostatic union passport to cross the bridge. I wish I could grant you one myself, but we are undersupplied. Perhaps the locals in the village of Quill could help you. I got it. Good, and be careful. These islands are on the very fringe of apostatic union territory. There may be worshippers, or even minor gods, who have fled the union's purges tucked away here. The only assuredly faithless place is Hollowtown. And beyond the Hollowshire's borders, there is ground even union boots won't tread upon. To the east, the Clockwork Kingdom is in full-blown crisis, while the people of the Endless Realm to the west are cursed to never die. That's rough. I don't like the Endless Realm. My tribunal will establish a command post in this fortress, the Blinding Light. Return here to recuperate, if you wish. Oh, and one more thing. From now on, you will be known as Confessor 17. This doesn't change your crimes or your sentence, but it sounds a little better than prisoner, eh? Uh, I have some questions, actually. Very well, but you'll have to speak up. It is most echoey in here. Why are you in that metal coffin? You are not the only member of this tribunal to have betrayed the Apostatic Union. In my former life, I committed heinous crimes, unlicensed spell weaving, conversing with gods, abetting armed conflict, crossing the streets without looking both ways. This iron coffin is an honor, a privilege. The pain it delivers, the exquisite torment, sharpens my reason. And it was specially designed to insulate my mind, lest I hear the gods' cruel whispers and forget my penance. Okay, that's all. Alright, what's with the fortress then? Its name is the Blinding Light. It was a god war fortress some 40 years ago, a marvel of Cardavan engineering. That giant cannon blasted void steel spears to the hearts of many a god. At the height of the... excuse me, can you look at me while you're speaking to me? Ma'am? Please? Okay, I'll wait. Thank you. From a heap of scrap. For the past few years, since the Dark Stars mutinied against one another, Vela has been hiding here. Believe it or not, I have been here before, long ago. It is strange to be back. Okay. That's all then. So, that's the High Inquisitor. I think clearly she had something to do with Vela's gang. Which is why she also is not executing the former members of the Dark Star Mercenaries. She was probably one of them. But I do like this. Like, this horrible monstrosity actually seems kind of reasonable. I mean, okay, we were being sent to our deaths, of course, but it genuinely seems like if we get this done, well, maybe we become like them. I don't know. It's so hard to tell with that. Like, if she said those same things, but looked like that, I don't know what I'd think. Still, I think I'd be a bit more favorable. But it seems like these guys are not opposed to the idea of redemption. Even though their idea of what it means to be just and moral, and what it means to be redeemed, is probably not very much in line with ours. Ah, Confessor 17, I just knew you'd survive the assault. The drones were all but certain you'd meet a gruesome end, but you sure showed them, eh? So about murdering your wife. What? Yes, Skryshroom tea for my wife. They make it here in Quill Village, just south down the road from the Blinding Light Fortress. Okay. Very good. Oh god, we got so much dialogue. Ask those questions about the Sky Realms. Tell me about the Apostatic Union. Please tell me where I am. Surely you've been there. Union Heartland, I mean. Well, the Union is the most civilized place in the Sky Realm since the World End. You may not agree, but to my mind, it's the truth. What's its history? For the past 400 years, Jesus, you guys have been clinging to life. The Sky Realms have been under the control of the Wiccan Covenants and their gods. It may be true that some preached tolerance, but others were tyrants who twisted their poor followers into cruelty and ignorance. This you cannot dispute. Okay, so I was wrong. It's not that the gods were killed and that turned the world into this. the gods were around after the world became this, then since that's true, it's maybe the gods did this in the first place. I don't know. You see, the Wiccans acted no different from the worst Sleevan cartel. God, we have cartels too? They forbade the weaving of cipher magic and the advancement of reasoned debate. They locked us in blood contracts with gods who stunted our advancement. But 40 years ago, in the God War, the apostatics cast off our shackles. It's true that a lot of blood was spilled, both mortal and divine, but now in Union territory, reason and discourse have replaced ignorance and fear. What's Union Heartland like? Well, depends where you go. I'm from Lundell, a place full of windswept hills, soggy marshes, and crumbling castles, circled by a blue neutron star? Okay. We also have a weakness for ale. Okay, so not everywhere is a total piece of shit. That's good to know. There's also Bjorn, known for its universities and fine wine, and Slev, a rugged wetland where criminal elements are rife. Dude, do you have to rub your tummy while speaking to me? Like, is your armor ill-fitting or something? But many would consider the most important Union realm to be Vienna. It's a warm, beautiful archipelago full of orchids bathed in yellow starlight, and home to the Union's most important city, Riova. Riova is where the Union Council of Polymaths meet. It's a city full of floating houses, all strung together with bridges and ropes with gondolas drifting between them. When you're in the middle, it's said you can't see a hint of sky. There's buildings in every direction. So that's an ecumenopolis without a ground, but literally without a ground. A floating ecumenopolis. Well, although I guess not really ecumenopolis, just megalopolis. But wherever you go in the Union Heartlands, there's nowhere as rugged and wild as this. Nary a sewer for miles. Although you do still smell like shit. Thanks, that's enough about the Union. Tell me about the Oniric Isles. Well, the Oniric Isles are the archipelago we're on now. It's always been on the fringe of Union territory and has only recently had a regional council installed in Hollowshire. Okay, so, the Wiccans ruled for 400 years. 4 years ago, the Apostatic Union held a rebellion or revolution, or maybe civil war, then took over, and we're on the fringes of that territory where the rule is still not fully legitimized. Got it. But there are also islands outside of Union control. To the east lies the Clockwork Kingdom, ruled by a machine monarch, while to the west lies a rather frightful place of undying souls known as the Endless Realm. So I like how, even for this world of Dread Delusion, we're in the fucked places of nowhere. Like, we're not at the heart, normal, everyday living of this broken reality. We're on the fringes of it. We're at the edge of a ruined world. Tell me about Hollowshire. Though Hollowshire has technically been under Union control since the God War, it's been somewhat neglected until recently. That means there's still cultists lurking among the hills, not yet fleshed out. There are even whispers of gods lurking in nasty nooks and crannies. But no need to worry. A Union Council chamber has just been built in Hollowtown, and this place now has its very own polymath. With such an esteemed education, she'll have this place sorted out in no time. I don't like that polymath is a government position. Something about that I don't like. Tell me about the Endless Realm. Did you ever hear the stories of the Cadaver Crusades, led by those nasty ghouls that plundered the living to eat their flesh? Ugh. Well, turns out those weren't just stories. Those monsters actually exist, and have a little kingdom right over... Okay, dude, you're rubbing your belly again. I'm just gonna ignore it. Those monsters actually exist and have a little kingdom right over yonder, ruled by their so-called Queen of Silver. I tell you, you couldn't make it up. Fucking zombies. Last I heard, they packed in all that flesh-eating business and started farming some sort of mindless meat. Fancy that, ghouls with conscience. Interesting. Tell me about the Clockwork Kingdom. Well, the less said about that place, the better. It used to be known as Cardova, and during the God War, they aided the Upastatics in overthrowing the Wiccans and their gods. They even made the Blinding Light Fortress, as well as many other war machines. We got ethical zombies, and we got the Mechanicus. But they were always a little big for their boots. Despite having the best alchemists and theorists in the Sky Realms, they got the mad notion of making some sort of magical utopia where every foolish peasant could cast a spell. Utter nonsense, I say. Only, for a while, it seemed like the buggers actually got it to work. The stuff that was coming out of the newly formed Clockwork Kingdom was making even the erudite Academy scholar blush with envy. At least, until their Mechanical King went mad and threw the whole place into chaos. And now it's a frozen wasteland full of malfunctioning robots and rotting crops. The crops were rotting beforehand because they were all robots, but you know. Which is a damn shame, because there was a lovely little tea house in Ferropolis that my wife adored. Ah well. I can see that lovely little tea house is not in red text, so I don't think you'll be going there. What island are we on now? Oh, this little isle is known as Quill. Just a handful of mushroom farmers here, really. But its remote location has always made it a haven for smugglers and pirates. Perhaps that's why Vela came here to lick her wounds after the Dark Star mutiny. That's all I wanted to know about. That's not even close to all I wanted to know about either of these islands. I have so many more questions. But I guess you're done talking. Okay, you're rubbing your tummy again. I'm done. No, get out of here. I don't need to know about you. Fucking tummy rubber. I don't like how you do that. Yeah, that's a door. I believe here. This should take me down. This isn't some... Wait. Can I? No. No, I wouldn't be able to jump. Oh. Wow, it's nice and lovely. A little hamlet. Okay. So, that's the tutorial, I think. Our current quests are... That's inventory. That's spells. I've not found any map charts. Our current quests are the hunt for Vela Kalos, some damn fine tea, and the whispers of ghosts. Oh, and the quartermaster. First things first, I want a shop. I would like to buy, like, a fireball, maybe, if I could. I wouldn't mind a fireball. Or a sword that isn't this. Darkstar mercenaries were not very well equipped, I note. What the what is that? What is that in the distance? Oh, right. Okay, right-click cast spells. Got it. What the fuck? Does everyone else see that, though? What the hell? Okay, it's not... It hasn't noticed me. What is that? I don't want to know. Hello. Does everyone in this universe... I guess everyone in this universe just has tummy aches. Oh my. What's all that commotion over yonder? I appear to be... You and me both, buddy. You and me both. I bought a map of these Oniric Isles back in Ryova, but it seems to be decades out of date. That's the trouble with all these fringe islands. Every few decades, they've floated into different positions. Maybe everyone's really hungry. It would not surprise me if just everyone was starving. Take my advice, traveler. If you're looking to explore, make sure you find an accurate map. Do you know where I can find a map? Well, I noticed that the Erudite Academy is flying over Hollowshire to the south of here. Can you see it up there in the sky? I met one of their scholars in a red tent in the forest underneath the Quill village. Though I've seen them in other places too. Believe it or not, they're working on a map of the region right now, only it's not quite ready. Okay, where are you going, buddy? You're trying to get to the Endless Realms. It's said to be a place where people never die, even though the flesh peels from their bones. As a boy, my mother would scare me with tales of the Cadaver Crusades, when the Endless would hunt the living and feast on their still warm bodies. It would scare me witless, but still, I always dreamed of going there someday. Well, I'm not here to judge. And I have it on good authority that they reformed their ways. They only eat non-sentient meat and are on good terms with the Epistatic Union. So I said to myself, what do I have to... Your life, buddy, your life. Well, I suppose they could still eat me. Yeah, and you totally don't want that. You would hate it if that's what happened. Okay, buddy, have fun getting eaten. Oh, good, we got signs. Oh, fuck, it's a fucking scribble language. God damn it. I don't... This way to Quill Village. Purveyors of the prophetic scribe prophetic. So maybe it's not poison. Maybe it's drugs. This way to the Sacred Shroom. Well, that's... Which one? I think all shrooms are good. Look at this one! Is that a... That's not a mushroom, that's a lamp pole. Oh my god. Like in Final Fantasy X lamp pole. Well, we're gonna go to 12. Oh shit. I've got a little... I don't know what that icon means, but I don't think I'm doing so well. Oh, there, god, that's that dragon. Hold on. Health. Fatigued. Your stamina is low, so if you become fatigued, which has reduced all of your main attributes by 1, rest in bed or use a stamina potion. Luckily, stamina potion. I'm actually going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Oh my god, that thing is... And we're back. Okay, as much... God, like, the graphics glitched for a second, and I can't even complain. Like, it's... Oh yeah, reality's just... Oh god, there it is. Reality's just breaking a little bit, you know? It happens. I want to go see the Sacred Shroom, but I'm afraid that it'll take me by that thing. And I don't want to... I don't want that thing. I want it to stay far away from me. But I feel like there is an inevitable confrontation with it sometime in my future. What is happening down there? I'm already getting distracted from getting to Quill. Oh god, it's one of those things. Oh shit, oh god, oh god. I don't know how strong they are, I have no idea. I can parry it though. Alright, that's not that bad. It's somewhat horrifying, but not the worst. What is... Oh, a plant. Paradoxicus, an impossible flower that seems to shift between different shapes, can be used as an alchemy ingredient. This herb seems to defy the very principles of reality, often appearing differently depending on how it is observed. So naturally, we brew it into a tea. It has some very strong psychoactive effects. Very strong. I have unspent delusions? I do have unspent delusions. Well, I'm good at wisdom. I think I want one more persona. Player kills 8. Entice level. Neat. Are you what's laughing at me? Yeah, whatever. I have one lockpick to try this. Nice. Alright, buddy. I broke into your grave. What do you got for me? Death's Veil. A legendary mushroom with potent alchemical potential. If a traveler becomes cursed in the Underlands, their corpse may become host to this fungi. It is said the properties of this herb can change based on the personality of the deceased host. Restores health and mana to maximum. Neat. Banned by the Apostolic Union. Okay, well. I didn't expect to get a mushroom out of that, but I've got a lot of mushrooms. I really should expect to get mushrooms out of these reward places. I think that's all I have is just 8 different kinds of mushroom. Okay. Game doesn't seem to be so stingy on its resources. That's good to know. We're back to the path to Quill Village. Look at this. It's just a lovely little farming village. I'm not sure I should say lovely. I can't. I'm not entirely. I mean, this doesn't look bad. I mean, yeah, it looks bad, but it's not. It's its own kind of beauty, you know? Please visit Quill. The tourism industry desperately needs you to visit Quill. They are begging. The mushrooms, we can't sustain the economy on mushrooms. This looks like an interesting landmark. If only I had a map. Alright, what's up, buddy? Oh, you also got a little bit of... Oh, a newcomer. Well, welcome to Quill Village. My name's Lud. My parents named me that because of the stutter. My parents didn't name me until I was 18. Were you, involved in all that commotion over at the old fort? I'm just passing through, man. Technically, yes, but... Oh, okay. I can tell you a little bit about our town if you like. We're just a humble village. Have you heard of the Scry's Room? It's a mushrooms that shows you the future. We grow it and sell it. Only, things aren't going so well lately. People are worried. We didn't know that it showed the future at first because everyone who drank it just started screaming. And as you could see, well, what's going wrong exactly? Well, the crop year is bad. Each year we've been growing less Scryshroom. Some people are getting worried. I've heard some people are considering the old ways. You know, sorting with Wiccans and gods. Okay. Lud, gonna need you to take a few steps back, buddy. So what? Well, we're part of the apostatic union, so god worship is very illegal. Anyway, the local waymaster Kolwick has gotten pretty spooked by it all. He's weighing everyone who comes in just to make sure they're not a Wiccan. Okay. But my mother, Alwyn, she's the mayor, by the way, doesn't seem too bothered by it all. She's much too worried about something else. I heard her mumbling about some sort of monster lately. Oh, oh no. I can do this. There. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I do tend to waffle, don't I? Is there something you'd like to know? Um, yeah, point me around town. What do you mean point you around? It's there, it's behind me. It's like 5 buildings. Are you okay, whatever. Just in town you'll find the Way House. The Waymaster, Colwick, he's pretty respected around here. Nearby is the Scryshroom Company, which sells Scryshrooms, of course, and other things. What other things? Lud, my brother. When you put it like that, you... Further up the hill is the mayor's house. That's where the mayor lives. She sometimes has work going. And further up is the old sacred shroom. Only, it's dead. Well, that's nice. Okay, please tell me what the Waymaster. I need to know what the Waymaster does. Kolwick, he's pretty important. He went to Ryova, the capital city of the Apostatic Union. That's really far away. To get certified as a Waymaster. That's nice to know. He weighs things for merchants and buyers to make sure the price is fair. Might not seem like much, but for a small town like us, it means we can trade with realms like Vena, Beyond, and Lundell. Okay. Oh, but he also weighs people. Lately, he's been real worried about Wiccan sympathizers, and he has magic cipher scales that can tell if you're evil. So does being evil make you heavier or lighter? I've been going on that evil diet recently, and it's been doing wonders for my figure. But man, the Waymaster's not gonna be happy, that's for sure. He's not weighed me though. I guess he doesn't think I'm tough enough to be a criminal. I could do it, you know. I could stab a man. Tell me about the Scryshroom Company. Well, it's run by Dwyn, whose family's been growing Scryshroom for generations. Without his company, the town couldn't really exist. Mushrooms are kinda all there is around here. Mother won't let me drink the Scryshroom tea, even though she does all the time. She says it's too intense, that you have to be a responsible adult to see the future. I'm painting blood. I think I'm coming to understand why you're standing out here on the edge of this village all by yourself while the village happens behind you. I don't see the big deal though. She mostly just hallucinates about having a bigger garden. So your mother is the mayor? Not everyone likes her because she comes from all the way over in Lundell. That's a faraway place with castles and windswept moors in Union Heartland. Oh, that's where the officer guy is from. Have fun, Silver. Have a nice dinner. I was born here, so I've never been. Okay, now why is your sacred shroom dead? Oh, well that's because Colwick killed our god, of course. Of course. You know. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot not everyone knows about it. Our old god was Angwin, and he was really mean. Like, he wanted people to sacrifice themselves to the sacred shrooms to make the scry shrooms sure grow good. That's that. Okay. I'll see you later. I probably won't see you later. I doubt we'll talk again. Okay, so the scry shrooms aren't growing because they're not getting the proper nutrients. Like, guys, you're not sacrificing yourself to the scry shrooms. You are offering your decomposing body to feed them. That's very different. Sacrifice implies something unknown and faithful about it. We know very well that if you kill yourself at the base of this mushroom will grow larger and taller and healthier. All I'm saying is it makes sense. Like, this is a logical religion right here. You sure I'll take a crystal? Nope. Well built at person heights just to make sure no dumbasses go exploring inside. There's no way there's water down there. Ooh, bed and gold. Well, you're an interesting character. Hold on, I want to see if I can find a... That's a ship shop. That's the mayor's house. Wait, isn't it? No, that's the Waymaster's house. Okay. Hello, do you also sell goods and services? Oh, special good. Yes. Then you'll have heard it shows you the future. But see, that puts some folk off, as they're scared of what they might see. I'm here to tell you it ain't like that. There ain't no cipher spell in the Great Library or beyond that can do what Scryshroom does. It plunges you into the river of time, so you can see the bends in the currents, rushing towards you. Do you know how I grew this business? Not with... Oh, right. One moment. Okay. Do you know how I grew this business? Not with luck, my friend. Oh no. I used the humble scratch room to outsmart my rivals. And now my company ships them to every corner of the Apostatic Union. So what do you say? You buying? So wait, do these visions always come true? Well now, I can't say they're always right. The future can be changed, see? And I won't be held. Hello, Ray. What am I booing? I'm booing nothing. This game is going well. This is Dread Delusion. It's, Dread Delusion is like Morrowind made for the PS1, but it's Warhammer 40k. Well, no, I can't say they're always right. The future can be changed, see? And I won't be held accountable for any foolishness or failures you get yourself into after you use them. Okay, you convinced me. What are you selling? That's what I like to hear. I got a pot of Skyroom C on the brew, and we also got a few other odds and ends hankering for supplies. I've also got a room to rent upstairs. 2 coin. That's good. Yeah, I'll take that room. Well, show me what you have to sell first. A compass. Allows a bearer to see their position on the map. I do need some Skyroom tea. Wait, what does this do? Boost your lore for a time. That's actually nice. I know I need that for the guy. I will accept a compass. And that's all that you have that I care for. Wait, I'll also take that room. Actually, I don't need your room right now. Hello, Mr. Shadowy and Mysterious. What is your deal, new face? If you've got business here, talk to Dwayne at the counter. He's the proprietor of this business. I'm only really employed to make sure things go smoothly. God, it's a town of 3 people. Do we really need a security guard standing there with a rusty shank? How exactly do you make things go smoothly? Well, the details are of such a nature that I wouldn't feel comfortable discussing them. over tea. I'm a mercenary, you see. I fought with the Beyond Serpents, the Lundell Blackguard, and even the Dark Stars for a time. And now, I protect the business interests of this fine gentleman. Nothing more. So please, pay me no heed, or I'll fucking stab you with this rusty shank. I'm looking for some former Dark Star mercenaries, actually. Oh, is that so? Well, your motives better be pretty fucking congenial, because it's no secret that I'm a former Dark Star merc myself. Of course, I hadn't sailed with them in years. I left after the mutiny, once it became clear that Vela's ambitions, once so intoxicating, were likely to get us all killed. Well, out with it then. Exactly who were you looking for? I'm meeting with Jack Basalt. Ah, good old Jack. In the Union, they still call him Shame of the Navy, after he abandoned his rank and station to join Vela's merry band. In the battle, the man was a demon. When his voice bellowed across the deck of a skyship, sword rest high, you made sure to heed it. But below decks, he always found time to share a drink with those under his command. Learning their names, their troubles, not every merc captain does that. Britishish? He's a good old officer type. Of course, I don't know if that was thanks to a kind heart or his weakness for the strong stuff. Let me guess. You're meeting in a pub, right? Oh, what is it? The nibbling noggin? The wobbly noggin. Tell me about Vela Kalos. Ah, now that's a good one. You're just gonna stride up to the boss? Well, kind of? Now don't get me wrong. I never really knew the woman. I was too low ranked to be clinking my tankard with her. But I've been privy to some of her deeds and, well, let's just say you don't ever want to cross swords with Vela Kalos. As to where she's gone, I haven't the slightest idea, and I wouldn't tell you if I did. That woman has plans in motion that I couldn't begin to comprehend, and I won't be found complicit in trying to thwart her efforts for the sake of my own neck. That's enough about the Dark Stars. Good, and let me be plain. You didn't hear any. I don't even know who you are. I'm just gonna go, man. Have fun with your tea, Nud. What's this door do? This door is barred from the other side. That's what it does. Shit's locked. What if I weigh myself? Alright, Waymaster. Weigh me. The man's eyes follow you with suspicion. His graying hair and weathered skin suggest he is older than most in the village, and a faded scar runs down his face. You're new to town, I gather. Well, I'm the local Waymaster. Name's Kulwick, and I'll have you know, before you engage in any business here in Quill, I'll be taking your weight. So without another word, please step on the scales. Thanking ye kindly. Wait, why do you want to weigh me? By decree of the Apostatic Union, all those seeking to trade in its jurisdictions must prove they're of ordinary disposition. That is, not physically altered by cipher magic or god devotion, nor bearing the guilt of unpunished crimes. Alright, I suppose. Go ahead then. I'm not sure this is a good idea. In Quill Village, you met Waymaster Kulwick, who refused to speak with you until you were weighed on his enormous scales. You weighed yourself and just... I'm not sure I needed that journal update. He studies to dial the symbols atop the machine. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna wait. The prime glyph says you're a criminal. The lesser glyphs are harder to parse. Let's see now. Says here you caused a cipher rift? I can't imagine what kind of foul cipherstry you were dabbling with, but I'm mighty glad you didn't tear apart the sky realms with your foolishness. Ah, but there's one more glyph. Cat? What? It's just a picture of a kitty. They're begging your pardon. At first, Glance, I thought you might be one of those dark-starred mercenaries running from the Inquisition raid. But you must have been fighting those scoundrels, eh? Yes, those crimes were just, okay, no, I'm a confessor, atoning for my crimes. Well, far be it from me to delay Inquisition business. I've approved your visit to Quill. You won't get any trouble. But, say in light of your profession, could lend this humble servant to the Apostate Union a hand? I do need one of those. You see, the Inquisition raid ain't the only reason we've been so eager to raise the people late. There's also fears of bloody god worship among the townsfolk. After all we've been through. So you need help tracking down god worshippers. Aye. Folk have been afeared recently, you see. The soil's dying and harvests are down. Merchants want to buy our scratch rooms more than ever, but we can't meet demand. So some have been flirting with the old ways. What makes the old ways so bad? It's been 40 years since the God War. 40 years since the apostatics told the Wiccans and their gods to go fuck themselves. 40 years since me and the lads drove a void spear through our own god's eye. That cruel, violent bastard of a god, Angwin. And in those 40 years, folk have forgotten how bad it was under that divine tyrant and his Wiccan lackeys. Sure, we have bountiful harvests and our purses were bulging, but our sons and daughters were taken from us, and the soil was fertilized with their blood. Look, all I'm saying is that it's proven to work. Maybe we shouldn't be doing it with live sacrifices, or unwilling sacrifices, but like, guys, just bury your dead at the root of the mushrooms. They'll grow just as good. Now our old god Ingwin's been dead for long enough, but they say so long as people still believe, some part of a god can live on. So there's been murmuring of some folk trying to bring him back, and that got the rest of us so scared shitless. Trouble with a small town like this, we all know each other, and the guilty parties won't talk to me, but you're an outsider, and an Inquisition agent to boot. I need you to ask around and try and find any Wiccan sympathizers so we can sort out this quiet like before the villagers start lopping each other's heads off in a frenzy. Find something out, and I'll dispense you a Union passport that'll grant you passage to Hollowshire. Okay, I get the whole god thing, but what is a Wiccan, and why are they lighter? Have things gotten so comfy in the Union that people have forgotten their history? Well, I'll be damned. For as long as people can remember, Wiccans have acted as mediators between gods and their worshippers. They're kind of like lawyers. Oh god, they're fucking lawyers. No wonder they weigh differently. Supposedly, they acted in the best interest of both mortals and the gods, binding both in a magical contract that made sure neither got scuppered over. Except here in Quill, our Wiccans fucked us. The terms were all in Eingwin's favor. We can't have been alone, because 40 years ago the Statics started the God War, and we weren't the only place to slay their own god, let me tell ya. I'll think about it. Look, if you hear something out of sorts, just let me know, you hear? How can you tell so much from those scales? These are morality scares, you fucking simpleton dumbass. You'll see there's only one visible. That's because it's magically linked at the fulcrum through a bond of cipher to a scale containing the moral standard. Holy shit. Hello, Neem. Welcome. So, the moral standard, it's... Sorry, I'm a little stunned by the brilliance of that pun. A moral standard is like a literal standard of measurement that you can put into a cube and link to a scale. What does the moral standard? Some kind of weight? Oh no, that would be preposterous. How could you tell so much about a person by weighing them against a dead weight? No. Don't be stupid. The moral standard is a person. A carefully selected person who bears qualities deemed the epitome of a prostatic union morality. By weighing ye against such perfect integrity, we can tell by what degree your character is lacking. Okay, that's pretty good. Americans will do anything not to use the metric system. I think the current moral standard resides far off and beyond university. They have to rest and sleep between weighings, of course, which is why weigh houses are only open at certain times. Why does such a small town need to weigh people? Well, on account of being on the fringes of a prostatic union territory, there are certain unseemly folk who have taken advantage of Quill in the past. Mercenaries like those Dark Stars in the fort over yonder, who have used us to smuggle ill-gotten goods into the Hollowshire and beyond. So having a certified weighmaster helps Quill attract reputable merchants to buy our Skyshroom tea. Shows we can be trusted to pay our taxes, you know? Oh god, it's a fucking credit score. You stand on the scale and they give you your credit score. I don't like it. And we don't just weigh people. We can also weigh shrooms and grain. It's also just a scale. It also just weighs things. That's enough about weighing things. Is there anything else? I'm good then. I kind of want to ask about the town, but... Okay, so that links it to the moral standard. Who I guess spends all day sitting in it. It's a nice-ass building. This sign won't stop me because I can't read. Oh, this sign will stop me because it produces invisible walls. The owner of this place won't let you pass this point. I have a solution for that. Let's not start with a wanton murder yet. I don't even know if this is a game where you can do wanton murder. There's no quick save, so I can't really find out. Alright, what else we got? Some kind of ship place. I would really love a weapons or items store, but I haven't heard any armory. No, I need more. I need to be more delusional in order to enter that place. Alright, hey, I don't know where I am. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to the Quill port of the Winged Merchants Guild. I'm the local harbor master. Can I help you? How can I get my own airship? What? Do you think we just hand them out to bright-eyed travelers? Takes a lot of coin to buy a sailing vessel. Plus, even if you had a bulging coin purse under those fine garments you're wearing, these days you'll need a writ of permission from the Rioban Port Authority. I can probably get one from the Inquisitions. Look at these Minecraft-ass windows back there. Like, literal pixel windows. I love it. What does the guild do here in Quill? Well, we are the guild. We do guild stuff. Guild stuff. It's a quiet place, so not a lot of guild stuff, but, you know. The Howl from Al Asfara? You guys have Al Asfara? Yes, that's how trade works. Yeah, but, like, you know. Farewell. What we got out here? Bridge. You must purchase an airship deed before you can upgrade it. Okay, so we do indeed have airships and deeds to these airships. And I remember back in the Blinding Fortress, there was an airship. Ooh, farm. Jesus fuck. That thing is so terrifying. Oh my god! You just sleep with that thing over the village? Let's not go there. I'm gonna have to go there. I know I am. Ooh, boxes! Ha! Hut! Cha! Ooh, I like the heavy. Hut! Cha! Do we have directional attacks? Forward. Slash. No? Do we have sprinting attack? How did I do that stab? Okay, good. We do have a sprinting forward stab, so we do have an alpha strike. Those boxes had it coming. Plus, I really love the chunky ass break graphics. Well, that doesn't look edible, but it looks very lovely. That looks like there's maybe something edible underneath there. That's a bush. Like, these are just bushes. You can't eat bushes, lady. Excuse me, lady, I noticed you're growing bushes, you can't eat those. Did you put these signs up for me? Does everyone in this town have fuck off signs? I do, the aesthetic of this game is incredible. Like, it's got that classic PS1 style, while also, well, they clearly didn't limit themselves to PS1 graphics totally, because you see more than 5 feet ahead of you. That monster in the background is rendered. That's clearly land back there, so... PS1 aesthetic, but with modern technology. I've always loved games that do that, because it feels like they can do a bit more. But then also, art direction! This, even on the PS1, this game would have looked incredible, just because it... Well, it was clearly chosen to look this way. The woman sits with her eyes closed, a pained expression on her face. Various medallions and necklaces hang around her neck, suggesting she holds some important position here in Quill. She mutters under her breath, "Flames! Oh, the flames! We have to douse the flames!" I'm not gonna interrupt this. Ah! What are you doing? You've got to get out of here! The Nautilob will burn you alive! The Nautilob, I don't like that. Not the Nautilob! Whatever's next! The Malignant! You jest, but the giant Nautilob is no joke! What do you think caused all this devastation? We have to... Nothing's on fire, is it? No. Are you kidding? I'm burnt to a crisp! Oh, how embarrassing. I'm terribly sorry. You caught me in the middle of a divination. Divination, huh? That's what you guys call it? Actually, I think... You know, given what that guy said about how he doesn't always reveal the future, I'm getting the sneaking suspicion that it does not reveal the future at all, and is in fact just a drug that makes you hallucinate. My name is Alwyn, mayor of this humble village of Quill, mother of the absolute dumbass of Lud. How do you do? Did you say divination? Yeah, our hallucination... You know what? Pleased to meet you. Thank you for your understanding. I have been rather anxious about the future, as you've no doubt observed. You look like you're anxious about the future, lady. You see, I found myself presented with quite the dilemma. It's really nothing to worry about, so please don't cause a fuss. I have the whole thing quite under control, except for the neoglum. That's going to show up and kill us all for sure. I was merely indulging in a scry-shrew meditation to divine what manner of threat this giant monster could pose. And it turns out it's really not much of a problem at all. Okay, good. How reliable are these divinations? Oh, in Quill, we pride ourselves on our scry-shrew divinations always being reliable. except for legally I am required to tell you that they are not always reliable, and in fact the reliability rate hovers at around maybe 10%. Maybe. Sometimes the drug can exacerbate the user's hopes and fears, making the vision more fantastical than prophetic. You see, a small mercenary band has made certain demands. No, not the Dark Stars. These are much less accomplished, which makes it all the more puzzling how they've got their hands on a giant Nautilob. So what is a Nautilob exactly? It's just a Skyrim's mollusks that you find around these parts, easily recognizable by their shells. But I had absolutely no idea they could get this big. These mercenary scoundrels are threatening me with their huge Nautilob. that just sounds dirty. They claim they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in the town, so I'm at a loss what to do. But if someone can sneak into their forest to the southeast and ascertain whether the Nautilob is the thing that I've been looking at and going, God, fuck that thing, I don't want to go near it. What if those mercenaries were to disappear? Oh, well that would be quite the tragedy. The idea of more blood being spilled on Pillion's... Girl, you have to fertilize these mushrooms. Do you guys not know how mushrooms work? But of course, it would rather solve the problem here, wouldn't it? And with so little funds to hire guards, it would be awfully hard to catch the perpetrator of such a crime. Oh, but pay me no mind. I'm merely thinking out loud. Oh, is that some money dropping out of my pockets? A little more, maybe? No? Alright, I'm just gonna pick this up. Do you know about any Wiccan words? Hello, I'm the Inquisition. God worship in Will? Surely not, Sir Inquisitor. Most of the villagers who are old enough to remember actively relishing the death of their former god Engwin for all the horrible things he did. I met your dumbass son. Oh yes, my darling boy. Was he just loitering around a path again? That fucking idiot, always standing around like an NPC delivering information. He's supposed to sit in his study delivering information. But I shouldn't be too hard on him. There aren't any other children his age. That's not a child. Lady, that boy was like 27 at the youngest. Okay, actually, I don't. Oh my god. Look, I'll deal with that later. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go kill something. Oh. Nice frothy mug of piss to restore my stamina, and I'm gonna go do that. So that was back down this way. It really is, like, aside from being on a floating island, populated by mushrooms with a blood-red sky and whatever the fuck that is, it's just a nice little village that lives off of mushrooms. Yeah, hey, Lud. No, that's not a child. That is maybe not 27, but not less than 23. Ooh, there's a door in that mushroom. Nice, autosaves. Okay, so the way to the fort was at this fork. Ooh. Atmospheric. Yeah. No, I don't think it's gonna be a problem to find where the fort is. Although, I would really appreciate a map. I know that guy said I could find one in a red tent around town, but... oh. Something needs a killing. I'm gonna get the first strike this time. Ow! Haha. Explode into money. Thank you. Hey, plant, I presume. Thank you for your jitter seed. A potent seed that vibrates in one's hand can be used as an alchemy ingredient. The volatile nature of this herb makes it ideal for restorative potions and poisons alike. Yep. Truth potion. Dispels illusions and reveals the truth of things. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it said vibrates. I think I feel like what the game is doing here is giving me a truth potion while staring at that giant Nautilob that the woman said does not know how it got so big. So I'm thinking that's an illusion. Cause why? What? Wait, yeah, if you had that, why wouldn't you just attack the village? That thing's so fake. Hey, money. Can I just, I'm gonna, ooh. Cool. Money under the bridge? Ha. Man, that kind of sucks. Someone actually paid the troll toll. How you doing, buddy? I feel like you're gonna turn around and become a problem, so I'm gonna deal with you before that happens. Oh, can you please... Ow. Can you please do something that I can parry? Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. That's a good chug animation, too. What the fuck does this do? What? This lift is not yet active. Cool. We're going up there at some point, I think. I might imagine. I like how we have these normal-looking plants, and those aren't the alchemy plants. It's the things that look like they're going to kill you as you approach. Honestly, it's just kind of surprising that this area of the country, or the Union, or whatever, has a nice paved road. Oh, what we got? That way to Quill. That way to God War Fort. The above has been crossed out. Someone has scrawled the esteemed Rotten Onion Mercenary Camp. The Rotten Onion Mercenary Camp. Okay, guys. You're not serious. This way to the Sacred Shroom. Someone has scrawled fuck Engwin underneath. Like, why do you keep this? We keep the sign up just to dunk on him, honestly. Okay, so that thing's obviously fake. What are you? Oh, what are you? I don't know if I like you. Everything looks like a painting, and everything looks so alive. Like, the wobbly feeling, the PS1 wobble, in this case, is used to make it feel like the earth and everything around you is breathing. Which adds a sense of insanity to the world that fits so perfectly with this game's aesthetic. Like, this game doesn't just look like a PS1 game because the author thought it'd be neat. It's very clear that it leans into its graphical style from top to bottom. Hey, buddy, is... no, we're not, no. I saw some alchemy. Hey, you don't mind if I just take that, do you? Thanks. Chimes. And then over here, just this lovely little... What's up? Stop right there! You're not ticking, are ye? No metallic limbs, leaky joints? Yes, I am, in fact, a clock. I can't. I knew it! These fiendish contraptions are getting more fanciful by the day. I'll allow him to continue. Gah. Well, I'll admit, you don't seem like a mindless killing machine from that blasted Clockwork Kingdom. It's just since the attacks I've been pretty jumpy. Alright. What's this about the Clockwork Kingdom? Huh. New here. Okay, I know about the Clockwork Kingdom. For a while, they were decent enough neighbors, except for those bars and factories, blowing out smoke and the occasional explosion. But folks say their Machine King went mad, and now some of their gadgets and gizmos are spilling across the border and wreaking havoc with my crops. Of course. Oh, is it? Is that the red thing outside? Aye, by mechanical monstrosities. And don't laugh, I'm being sincere. They've been coming from the east where the snow has been falling. The funny thing, it never used to snow there. And first thing, they were just little thing. But lately, one huge metal bastard has taken to tending my crop shrooms with its weapons. If I try and shoot away, it attacks. I can try and shut it down for you. Yeah, I'll take some money. The machine seems to lurk in snow-tipped mountains to the east. Simplest way of dealing with it would be to smash it to pieces, but its armor would reflect blows, so maybe you can shut it down. Need some container crates in the forest. I'm gonna get going, man. What a nice-ass bed. Like, look at this. He just comes up here when he's done with his farming, and he curls up in like a little cocoon. I kind of want a little cocoon. Wait a minute. Bed in the middle of the room? Never mind. Look at this sex-ass bed. This is a love bed right here. What is that? What do we got here? No, of course. You know, for her pleasure. I don't know. What is this? Oh yeah, no, we don't keep no gods around here, sir. We don't have no religion. We just got these things. We don't know what they do or what they are. We just keep them inside our homes because they look cool. Don't ask questions. Snow-tipped mountains to the east? Well, unfortunately, I don't know where east is. Well, I'm guessing that's east. What the fuck are you? I don't... God. Okay, buddy. Let's do this. Oh. Oh god, it fucking fainted me! God, they have faints! I honestly didn't expect the monsters to have faints. That's bad. I'm already bad with parries. What do you got? What's in here? I need a 5. I got a 4. I'll try one more time. Oh man. There's something neat in there. I want that. I want stuff. That stuff might be what I need, too. To kill the robot. He said there were some crash containers in this forest. Like some paglets. And then this thing... Like... Okay. So I have this... Truth potion. Dispels illusions and reveals the truth of things. Let's drink it? I don't know if I should drink it here or if I should get closer, though. I feel like I want to get closer. I feel like I want to kill everyone in here anyways. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna attack me on sight? No. Stop right there, legal scum. This is the esteemed mercenary company headquarters of the Rotten Onions. None may pass without authorization from our captain, John Birdbark. What kind of name is the Rotten Onions? It's a very fine name, I'll have you know. Birdbark is an esteemed scholar and battle wizard, as well as our captain. It's his reasoning that it's a name designed to strike. Okay, so they have a wizard for a captain. To strike fear in our enemies. Right. Yes. Sure. What's with that giant monster? Oh, it's a giant nautilin. Pretty That thing's fucking fake as shit. I want to get inside your headquarters. Well, you can't, unless you get us to Mayor's Ledger. But I'm just such a huge fan of the Rotten Onions. I'd love to see where you work. You've heard of us? Not even my own mother heard of us. I told her I joined the Rotten Onions, and she said I was a Rotten Onion. I was like, yeah, that's the point. Alright, you're free to go in. Cool. So I want to get somewhat closer and then drink. Maybe standing up on the walls? Like, I want to get as close to it as I can before drinking the potion. Just in case. There's no telling how it'll work. Hey, buddy. Okay, nope. Okay, now. Give me that truth potion. You discovered that the Rotten Onion mercenaries who have been threatening Quill Village with a monster have been bluffing all along. The monster is actually an illusion. You should report back to Mayor Alwyn with your findings. What the hell? Holy shit. Is that still moving around? That's still something alive. But, I don't see anyone. Holy shit. I think... Onion? Oh my god, is that the Rotten Onion? No, I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't like it. I don't like the implication that that thing is alive. It's not... It has no features. It's just an orb. No praise for the orb. Do not worship the orb in my chat. Oh Jesus, it came back. Oh god. I think this is less scary, honest. This is much less scary to me. I can't teleport yet. Actually, wait. I think change spell. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw that. Right mouse button. Hell yeah. And this brought us back to the village. Oh my god, recall. No fun with the orbs. Do not touch the huge flesh balloon. You don't know where it's been. I am oh my... Actually, who the hell are you, buddy? Hello? In the darkness and under such a thick hood, you can't make out the person's face. Get away from me, you hear? You shouldn't be here. Come any closer and I swear you're alright. Message received. Tips, were you even watching? Did you see that thing? I'm going to bed. I got the message. I'm going to sleep. Always good to see a returning customer. Yep, services. I'll take that room. I appreciate a nice free in-room. Oh, cool, I get the sex bed. Do I... Is mercenary also? No, I don't have the money for that. Oh, I don't get the crystal thing. For her pleasure. Towards your side. I assume that some people have it on in the background, I'll be honest. But, like, where do you want it? Where are you saying you want to put that orb, then? Tell me, describe exactly where you're going to put it. In exquisite PG-13 detail. Even though I'm pretty... Oh! A nice bump for me. Even though I'm pretty sure you could also Oh well. The mayor's house. Look, we're gonna tell the mayor about the orb, and the mayor is gonna get rid of that orb. Where don't you want it? That's not an answer! What are you gonna put the orb just like in your... just balance it on your nose like a seal? Ah, you're back. I suppose I have a few moments to talk in between my hallucinogenic trips. Anyways, you don't have to worry about that giant olive anymore. Oh, really? Why, this is splendid news. Please tell me the details. The Nautilid was an illusion, nothing more. Oh. Oh my. Really? You don't want to break Twitch terms of service? Yeah, exactly. Twitch terms of service are anywhere you can put the orb is not an acceptable place. The orb is against Twitch's terms of service. The flesh balloon cannot be allowed. I can't believe I didn't think of that. So the town is saved? We're not going to... Well, you still have a battle mage. Anyway, please take this reward. Glorious treasure? I'll take some glorious treasure. I have glimpsed a glimmer of Delusion, and I've pilfered 20... She gave me some money, and then I went, you know what? No, she gave me some glorious treasure, and I went, that's not enough. And I reached into her pockets, and I pulled out a 20, and said, this is also mine. I am the mayor now. This is my town now. That's my reward. Anyways, it seemed like there was something about her not paying these mercenaries to do something, but also, I don't know if the Rotten Onion mercenaries were ever really on the list. It seemed like everyone involved in this situation was a complete dumbass from top to bottom. This is... Lud, seems to take after his mother after all. Alright, what do we have here? Is this the sacred shroom? Looks pretty dead, looks pretty shroom. Alright, yep. No? No? No, it's just telling me there's something down there. Interesting. God damn it. I keep throwing knives. Yep. Yeah. If I lived in a town or village and I had no knowledge of science, and I saw this, I'd worship this. That's really reasonable. I feel like, I don't know, nature worship is just such a very reasonable thing, you know? Like, have you seen a big tree? Have you seen a mountain? No, the orb is not natural. The orb was a horrible conglomeration of flesh that should not have been. That's the way forward. I need a passport for there. That guy needs me to find the Wiccans. I mean, this looks like an interesting landmark. I'm not worshipping the orb. I don't... Like, a being not of flesh doesn't need a face. You know? It doesn't need limbs. It has ascended beyond the need for such things. That was not a being that has ascended beyond the need for limbs and a face. That was an orb of flesh given life. That was just kind of looks around blindly, it seems. Nope, no secrets beneath that waterfall. But I know that there are secrets. And the secrets are around this corner. There are always secrets around the corner. It's the most perfect shape. I don't... Look at it! Okay, well, you can't really look at it. Then you're never going to see it again. We drank... There was the one potion of truth. The potion of truth revealed that which was not meant to be seen by man. And now we are back to this much less horrifying monstrosity. This looks like an interesting landmark. Okay, let's worship these guys instead, okay? Look at these guys. They're just having fun. These just some fun guys. Just bouncing back and forth, wobbling in the cave underneath the lantern. I love these guys. These are my new gods. You can have your orb of your horrible stitch orb flesh. Secrets and spores. In Will Village, you found evidence of god worship deep in the caves under the town. Huh. Well, God, God, I'm really good at this Inquisition thing. I came down here to find some loot. I thought maybe there'd be a chest. I didn't think we'd find the bones of a god and the spear used to kill them. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, they shot that thing through the earth. Well then. What do we got here? We got this, whatever that is. This, whatever that is. God, I can't even touch this stuff. The Onion Crusades will arrive. They will. The Onion non-religious crusades. They're not worshipping the orb, it's not a god. They just follow all of its directives, and it speaks to them while they sleep. And when they pray to it, it gives them thoughts. Iron ore. Nice. Now I have 2 iron ore. 1 more and I can make an iron pickaxe. Although I haven't found any cobblestone yet. That looks like stuff. I don't want to lean against this bridge. There's that dragon again. Ooh, clip dragon. Dragon, you clipped your heart's content. Alright, so Waymaster, literally just around the corner, there's some fucking shit going on, man. Literally just around the corner. Welcome back. What can old Colwick do for ye? So about these god worshippers, I found evidence of them. Oh yeah? Tell me then, why don't you? There were occult instruments in the caverns. Oh right, I also found that in Rhodes looking around at night. Oh right. I didn't think that guy was very suspicious, honestly. It would have been weirder if there wasn't a guy in robes lurking around at night in a place like this. So, there were occult instruments, and I saw someone dressed in robes lurking around at night. Yeah, that's my son. That's his job. For a moment, he merely stares past you, lost in thought. That can only mean one thing. The orb worshippers are back. They're infecting reality now. If someone's conducting rituals around Engwyn's corpse, that means they're trying to reopen the blood contract. But buried in these clauses was a terrible cost, no less than human sacrifice. Here, take this key. It will unlock the upper chamber in the sacred shroom to the west. There's no doubt in my mind. Someone's been taken to the sacred shroom to be metabolized, as per the contract's terms. Wait, right now? Did you say metabolized? That's kinda hot. In the old days, there were sacred shrooms all over Quill. Each would spawn a whole forest of scry shrooms. But only if they'd recently metabolized a human. I ain't sure if the scry shrooms used part of the human body to achieve their effect, or it was whether all just part of that Engwyn divine mockery. But I know the scry shrooms used to be more potent in the old days. Now there's only one sacred shroom left, deep in the mushroom forest to the west. All the others shriveled up and died when we stopped feeding them flesh. Like again, just bury your dead to the mushrooms. I feel like that's a decent compromise that works for everyone. Give your eternal dead to the mushrooms. Well, you'll need to travel to the mushroom forest. You can't miss the shroom itself. It's probably the biggest mushroom you've ever seen. On account of it being used by the Wiccans in the past, there's doors and paths leading up and around the shroom itself. The main doors will lead you through the central stem, but there might be a whole nest. The things want to kill you inside. Might try looking for a way around the back, but that's boring, so we're going in the front. I haven't found the hut yet, and I would really love a hut. No? Or, no, the red tint that is supposed to sell me a map. I'm really looking forward to that. There's that mushroom, which is good, because that is a landmark I noted earlier that I wanted to go to. I can make that. This looks like an interesting landmark. Where? This bridge? Oh, nice. Look at these guys. Having fun. The mushrooms are happy. Like, bad things have happened to people and humanity in this reality, but those mushrooms are having fun. This item needs to go back. Oh, I've been... Oh, no. Wait, is this not the way? It is not. I need to go further down. I don't know how to get further down, actually. Oh, no. Well, some exploring isn't bad. Not that way. I don't think there's anything else around the fort. The fortress of blinding light, that is. So did they just line up that cannon at point blank range right there and shoot down at the Conwyn? Colwick's the name of the guy. Ingwin? Oh, hey. This is that back route that I could have taken instead of murdering all those guys. But I choose the path of most resistance. Oh, it even had a little treat. A lockpick. Okay, so that... I think I want to go down that way, don't I? Or is that where I came from? I see some alchemy down there, but... Oh, Jesus Christ, where the fuck did you come from? Oh god, there's more. Shit. I am not prepared for this at all. Chain spell. No, not another item. Excuse me, sir, would you like to be my friend? Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought, I just panicked a little. Come on. Will you could do that again, please? Hold on while I drink this potion. No, you weren't supposed to drink a potion in the meanwhile. How dare you? See. Ha! 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 Okay, so those are more bad guys who want to kill me. The Inquisition is so terrible at its job. No wonder they're sending me in. I don't even know where I am. Oh, hey, some Delusion. I would like to get inside, please. I would like that. I would very much. Thank you. What's up? The Dark Star mercenary languishes, an ale in one hand. She barely registers her presence. So are you with the Inquisition, or some petty thief come to pick at our corpses? I'm just passing through. I've no quarrel with you. Damn straight. Any funny business, and I'll lop off your head. I mean, if you don't care for Ella, you can let me in the storeroom below. You know what? Why do I always get the shitty jobs? Sure, you can loot the whole place for all I care. Like, are you fucking serious? Why do I always get the shitty jobs? I don't know, maybe it's because the one job you were given One, literally your leader is gone. Vela flew off, and that was like an hour ago, and you've just been sitting here drinking. Two, the first person to come by, you're like, you know what, fuck it, rob us. You are terrible at this. Good day. But, as a result, I get Delusion. Some money. You had 4 coins, 3 lockpicks, and some white phosphorus. Okay, so you weren't in charge of the storehouse, you were in charge of nothing. They gave you a fake job to keep you away. Someone there really must have liked you. I would like more wisdom. Because I want to be able to charm people into fighting for me. Miss? Jesus Christ. Things just falling from the sky. Was this this was just a back route to that first main mission quest, it seems like. How do I get to that mushroom? We'll have to keep looking. Yeah, I think this will just take me back around, but no, there's a monster. Whoops, sorry. Oh Jesus, you're kind of tough. Okay. Please die. You were actually pretty tough. Shielding potion. Temporarily boost armor. That's pretty nice. Although it affects hugs and handshakes just the same. That's... It protects you from swords, but also from love. Oh, no, it's perfect if you're socially anxious. Taking a potion of shielding to stop the person from hugging you. I always love a personal bubble taken, literally. Oh, it's one of you things again. Or did I roll around back here? I'm so lost. I'm so lost, and there's no map in sight. Yeah, I'll take a Paradoxicus. Yeah, see, there's that guy. That was, that's, where I first met that captain guy. Also, there's a floating chair now. The world is changing around us in interesting ways. Hello, money. Hello, potion. Hello, candlestick. Oh. There's more than one. Something else in this room is amiss. Maybe not in the room, but outside? Yes. A skull. And a... I like this rejected SCP here. In our SCP-047231, the Goo Boy. He walks around and he drips goo. Then he wears a baseball cap backwards, cause in life he was kind of a cool dude like that. On a bed to sleep in. Whatever the fuck that is. I'd sleep beneath that every night. What we got? Something good, a better sword, a common ring of health. Boost the health of its wearer. That's insanely good. At least right now. I'll sleep. Okay, onward to Mushroom. Or not? Yes. No, that does put me back where I started. Still no fall damage, at least. Alright, is there someone new in here? Hello? Ah, yes. This base camp was used as a staging ground by Inquisition agents. It was highly useful for them to brush up on their skills. You were down there. You've moved. Up in the world. Literally. It's nice. He used to be the training camp dummy, and he still is, but now he gets to be up there in the fancy ship. I'm really happy for him, honestly. What is happening up there? What? What? Okay. So clearly, what I need is a fucking map. I know the guy said that there should be some in the forest in a red tent, but I don't know where that is. I don't think I ever went this way, actually. Oh, that's just a storeroom. Wait, aren't you a Darkstar mercenary? You are. Buddy, what? Your boss left! Fucking... Buddy, come on. The fight's over. Your boss ran away and left you. This should be active now. And it takes me down to this area where those fools from earlier were standing around. Alright, buddies. I know there's two of you, so how are you gonna handle this? I missed. How are you gonna handle this? Charm challenge succeeded. Alright, you get him from the back. Hell yeah. Do I also have to kill you now? Yes. I was hoping that we could be friends. Definitely seems better to just kill. Especially those shield guys, once their shield gets broken. Although when they're in pairs, that gets a lot harder. Because you need stamina for the other guys. Wouldn't mind more stamina. But the mana bar must grow. I need the mana bar to be large enough to kill people from a very far distance, you understand? And a lot of people. Not a small amount of people, a lot of people from a distance. That's why I went to college. Did I go to college? I kind of forget, actually. So what's my backstory? I know I saw my backstory listed here. Oh well. I should find a way to lower that. That's always brought on the other side. You guys didn't even clear the fortress out when I was gone? Also, the crazy Vela just left a bunch of her guys. So that's another strike against her. Nice base though. Like, if I'm gonna be repairing this place and using it as my home, another interesting landmark, then that's good, because I like the look of it. This rusted shithole. Ooh, maybe I can look at repairing the ship. Although I would need the license for it still. Okay, what do we have here though? This cutter still needs to be repaired. I'll probably have to pay someone to repair this. I'm not seeing any repair points. Let's back up this way. This lift is not yet active. It isn't? Wait, it isn't? Huh. Over... Yes, up here was the little house. I'm pretty sure, right here. There. So I can get quarters. I can get a workshop. That's interesting. Now I can get both quarters and a workshop. Upgrade this part of the property. And upgrade this part of the property. And now I'm incredibly broke. Where's my new things? These are my quarters. I don't think I want to save here, actually. Let me do some more sleeping. Take a little cat nap. Hold on, I can put my face perfectly over the pillow here. Now, if I could close my eyes at will, I could just sleep. But instead, I'll lie here with my eyes open, staring. Ah. That's nice. The painting of the moon. The painting of that god's skull. That's fucking metal. Are these even paintings, or do you guys have photography? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. That's bad. Is that fixed now? No. How far do you... Oh, these are, the places I just bought. I just need to go downstairs. That's what I need to do. You the workshop? You are. Rusty sword. I can upgrade to a steel sword with 3 iron ore. What about armor? No, nothing. Well, I ain't even wearing any armor. We got alchemy. Cool. Alright. I'll actually be right back again. It's about time to I see this happening. I wasn't gone for very long. I told you I'd be right back. No sacrificing people to the orb. Well, actually, okay. If sacrificing people will make the orb go away, oh god, that's happening again. You know what? Like I was saying, it's... Can you really say it's out of place? Like, oh, my house is broken. Reality broke a little bit in my house. Oh no. Oh, so the orb sends me a texture glitch. The orb can suck it. It's not even real. Where was I going? I'm going this way. Alright, I'm gonna make... There should be a red tent somewhere. I'm gonna make one more attempt to look for that. and get a map. Hello, Notgaroth? Yeah, just a little bit of a fix-up. Although, honestly, I feel like if you fix that board, something else much worse is going to break. Okay, so this is the forest. I think west is also the forest. You were talking about maps. Where were you saying I could get a map? Where can I find a map? Red tint in the forest underneath Quill Village. Okay. That's Quill Village. Kind of, huh. It does just kind of float there. I like how the floating rocks have floating rocks. Like, that's always, it's not, God, that dragon. It's not just your standard floating Sky Island scenario. It's, you also have to have Sky Islands for your Sky Island. Like, it's Sky Islands all the way around. Horrible to get around. So I think, oh, duh, the Skylands. I didn't think Spyro would take this dark of a turn. Although, I don't think anyone thought Spyro would spin off into the Skylands series anyways, but at least we got the remastered trilogy. Okay, so my confusion was that I saw that Sacred Shroom up there, and I'm like, oh, that's the dead Sacred Shroom. No, that's not the dead Sacred Shroom. The dead Sacred Shroom is the big one down here. What the fuck are you? I don't like you. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I don't like it. Oh, God. That's not how frogs work. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No, 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 no. Bad. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. Okay, we're gonna stay out of range of him. And we're gonna beat up this guy. Okay. Switch back to the throwing knife. Get up there and please die. Please stop. Please stop. And that was all my throwing knives. I'm gonna need to pick up a bow. Yeah, the frogs. 3 lockpicks. Some of the enemies do seem to have health. Although the game did advise me to avoid combat when possible. So, that might just be the game. It's, you know, to bring lots of health potions or be prepared. We got some platforming. I can platform. Oh, Jesus Christ, I am a gamer. Huh. And as I say, I am a gamer. I gain Delusion. Oh, I have 11 lockpicks now, goddamn. I'll get this. Chainmail. Oh my god, armor! The gentle clink of rings. Cool. I've just been naked this entire time. Oh. Okay, that'll help with the health situation, for sure. Oh no! God damn it. I already got that. No more frogs. And also, I am always heavier. Also very reminiscent of Morrowind is just the lack of combat encounters. That we already went to the Waymaster. We understand that what is weighing me down right now is literally my sins. I thought there was a misunderstanding. I thought that evil would make me slimmer and more toned. Instead, it has made me gain weight. I'm not confessing to the orb. The orb doesn't want me to be slim. Hello, creature of the void. You will attack me the moment you see me, therefore you are an evil. Even though I am a trespasser in your lands. But to be honest, it's a little hard to feel bad when the things look like that. Those are the servants of the orb. The servants of the orb want nothing more than... This way to the Sacred Room. Want nothing more than death and destruction for all. They don't even have legs. Ooh, you look like something. Squirming... Let me just grab this. A squirming, writhing creature that looks at you with wet, beady eyes and occasionally squeals with some unknown intent. Neat! I'll take this! I will literally just grab this thing and put it in my pocket. The various factions in Hollowshire might be interested in such a specimen. Oh god, I'm being attacked. What the fuck? Get the fuck off, orb! I'm not worshipping the orb! Well, this chainmail coif really helps. I think I should be a bit more conservative. A shield would be nice, although I'm not... The enemies have had shields. And I have the same sword as them. Right, that's the path to the Sacred Room. But where's the red tint of map knowledge? Is that it? That might be it. Hup. Hup. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that noise? I don't... What? What the f... Oh, it's just a frog. Oh god, it's just a frog. No! Stop it! God, why did it make such horrifying noises? That was genuinely scaring me. I was like, oh god, the dragon has found me. This is what it sounded like. It didn't sound like no fucking frog that's gonna spit flies at me because the frogs and the flies in this land have developed a weird symbiotic relationship. Except for the ones who just pick up a sword and go, fuck you. This guy's wearing more clothes than I am. Like, he's literally better clothed and better on... His sword is a sword. A whole one. Mine is a rusty piece of shit that I don't understand how it doesn't break with every swing. The frogs are better equipped than the Inquisition. Oh hey, more Delusion. Take some of that. This looks like I can just... Oh, I need higher might to break things. Oh. There we go. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die the moment I turn around. Okay, it was just a trap. Holy fuck, I thought that was an enemy. That really got me. If I wasn't wearing this chainmail coif, I would have died. But I now have a proper damage spear spell. Let's go find something to kill. Do not turn around. What? What was... I don't know what I was looking at when you said don't turn around. Now I'm scared. Any direction could be around. Oh! Hidden door. Cool. This just... This will either disarm the trap, or... open the door. It did not open the door. So we are looking for candlesticks. Or other things out of place. It's not going to be up there. Aha! Candlestick 1. You have unspent illusions. I do have unspent illusions. Thank you for reminding me. Might, Guile, Might, Persona, more Persona. And then I'm gonna work on Guile and Might. That's a trap. Can't fool me. Okay, so I got the one there, so there's probably one on the other side. No? One over here? No. One around here. Ooh. That's 2. There's still one more somewhere. I'm gonna say... not on the outside. I don't know if it can be on the outside. Can it be nearby? It can absolutely be nearby. Yes! That's intuition right there. What did we get? We got a door. You dass, what? Oh, that was just to get around the lockpick. Okay, so, well, that was a nice little adventure. Where are we going? The Sacred Trove. In order to find some cultists, and also a map. Am I going back the way that I came? I totally am. I desperately need this map. I don't have a good sense of direction. Is that dragon? I don't have the best sense of direction, especially not in a fucked place like this. Okay. No, I just misread the landscape completely. There is only one way forward and back. I thought that there was a bridge. I will do some bunny hopping to make it go faster. Oh! When you run out of stamina, your maximum stamina decreases. That's what's happening there. They explained that mechanic directly to me, and I just completely didn't understand it. I was just like, oh, what? Exhaustion? Whatever. My guy just looks like the Silver Surfer. What do we got here? Poison! A deadly poison that can be completely... After coating your equipment with this noxious substance, all attacks will poison enemies for a limited time. Nice, so it's not just one attack either. Right. I wanted to go up there, actually. Because I think that had the tent. Oh. Hey, can't... Oh, wait, I have spells now. Oh! There we go! God, that's slow as shit, but... It's the quad laser! No enemy can stand up to the might of the quad laser. Not even that. I'm not gonna fuck with that thing. I'm not gonna risk it. Hey you, do you sell maps? You don't look like you sell maps. You look like... Oh my god, is that a skeleton? What's up? Are you a friendly skeleton? No, you're not. I saw you pull out that sword. Why would it scream? I think skeletons are... Oh, Jesus. This skeleton's pretty tough. I like that the skeleton screamed, actually. it's Such a stupid thing for a skeleton to do. Like, what a monster. I guess that comes from the Undying Lands. Or the lands without end? The unending lands? Whatever the hell that guy called them. Where the... Look, this map monger, wherever he is, needs a better location if he wants any customers. What is... This is Hollow Knight all over again. What is the point of putting your map in a location where I need a map to get to? Come on, buddy. That's not bad. I want to put my mana potions onto my belt now. No, I'll just drink those. Yep. That's... Again, it's just not... Thank you for standing in the way of that. Again, it's just not unreasonable to look at something like this and be like, you know what? God. You know what? I know nothing much about the world or how life functions, except for what people know intuitively by living in this world. I'm going to believe that this has something to do with everything that exists. It's big. What more proof of being divine do you need than it's really big? Like, logical. Understandable. I want some more blueberry juice. Ah, that's good. The orb is pretty big. The orb is not as big as this. Don't compare the orb to this. This beautiful, not Telvanni tower. Although, it did pretty much have a Telvanni inside. It sounds like Angwin was doing some Telvanni shit. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Z is the button I want. This looks like an interesting landmark. If only I had a map to mark the land with. Just... He said it was in a forest. Oh, is this the way around back? You know what? Let's try not killing the things inside, actually. I don't gain experience for killing anything, so there's no reason to. Got some traps. Nice. And I'll just walk around this one. Whoop. Look at these skills. Why was this barred from the outside? Yeah, hey. You glimpsed the glimmer of delusion. Throwing knife. Throwing knife. I went in the back way and it's like, ah, so you're a sneak thief who wants throwing knives, eh? No, not really. I just didn't want to fight shit. This spell costs a lot of mana. Oh, there's more. Thank you. When you think about it, a throwing knife is just like a physical material Hadouken. I'm not very popular among the street fighting community. Not either the real life one or the street fighting game community. Hmm? Hmm? Aha! I never would have noticed that if that prompt hadn't showed up. Holy crap. Uh, so we're looking for candlesticks now. Yeah, you can shoot things, I can shoot things too. Hadouken! More up, but I want candlesticks. It's nice that everyone in this universe agreed. Not happily, but unheard of. Hello, Ibuki. I hope you're enjoying. Uh, I like how everyone in this world has agreed to use candlesticks to mark their secret layers and entrances, just as kind of like, oh, you know, we got to make things fair. You have to make it possible. Okay, so there's two. I imagine there's a third one. Oh, Jesus, where the hell did you come from? I imagine there's a third one somewhere nearby, at least. Nice. Or I could go that way. Those candlesticks were probably to bypass the lock. I'm not sure I expected Mushroom Dungeon to be this complex. I like the craftsmanship on these urns. Like, it looks old and weathered, but in a very, in a way that has improved them somewhat. Like, you wash these off a little bit, and they'll look lovely. They'll look absolutely lovely. Especially, like, look up here. It clearly this yellow glazing is intentional, but it's kind of bled out a little bit, because of something in the process, or something happening over time, because of the kind of clay they. I don't know. I don't know anything about pottery at all. I like those. It feels like it definitely feels like we're inside something living, and it feels like the living thing that we are inside of has consumed many humans. You definitely get that sense. Like, there's even a window. Oh, right, I'm gonna have to fight. I have 40 throwing knives, goddamn. Well, I take back what I just said, and now say it definitely feels like we are inside something else. Holy shit. We just stepped from fucking, the hollow tree to Jabu Jabu's belly. Here. You just open. Oh, yep, something's happening there. Alright. What's happening here, buddy? The nauseating stench of bile engulfs the flesh chamber. Before you, a huge digestional tract pulsates and throbs with corrosive acid. It would seem as though this mushroom has organs. Lud! Lud writhes behind the digestive membrane, clearly in agony when he sees you. He looks shocked. You! Who did this to you, Lud? Was it you? Did you do this to yourself, Lud? I definitely thought it would be that guy outside who was like, yeah, no, I'm just looking to get eaten. But here you are, living that guy's dream. It's very rude. We need to get you out of there, though, dude. No! If I don't do this, the village will perish. And if you cut me free, you'll be slicing into the mushroom's organs. You could kill it. But you'll die? Don't you think I know that? Everyone assumes I'm just some stupid kid. Just the mayor's idiot son. I'm fucking 27, goddammit. I had a job, but no one let me do it, so I just started standing around outside the village. But now I can show I'm worth something. I could save the village. All by my. Oh, you're one of those prey types. Oh. Oh, finally I can be useful just by feeding myself to something greater than myself. Look, man, your self-worth is inherent. I found the old Wiccan contract rights stashed in my mother's basement. I convinced Amir to help me set it up, but it was me who whispered to Angwin and felt his reply echo through my bones. Look, The, this village is not worth dying for. Says who? Colwick is always talking of his war buddies who died to liberate Will. Why is that any different from this? Just because we're not at war? Will is dying. Everyone says so. Since Angwin was killed, the soil's drying up. In another generation, there'll be nothing left. This is the only way to save the village. I mean, I can't let him go through with this. I understand his point, where it's pretty clear that this village was operating. Well, okay, so what it is that the scry shrooms are a representation of your village's trauma. And your village tried to cut ties with that trauma by killing their god and going free, but they continued to rely on the benefits that they gained from it. And in the end, there is no way to move forward while continuing to rely on the products of that trauma, even if there's no way forward at all. But you can't just go back. You can't just say, okay, well, this new thing isn't working, let's go back to the old horrible thing. So get out of it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little more convincing first. Let's first... Things end, Lud. It's easy for you to say, not being from here. Will is the only place I've ever known. I won't survive anywhere else. But you don't know that. The Sky Realms are full of impossible places beyond your wildest dreams, I'm sure. I'm new here. I just kind of got lost and wandered in here, and now I'm part of all this. But you know what? Honestly, this game I thought would be much more of a horror game. And there's certainly a shit ton of horrifying aspects to it. I mean, look at what we're looking at right here. But there's so much more beauty and whimsy and even humor in this game than I'd expect just looking at the graphics. So, you know what? This there's good things out there, Lud. I once tried some scryshroom tree while my mother was out. I saw myself on a ship, flying through a shoal of skyfish, their scales shimmering in a rainbow of color. Mother always says the visions can be wrong, so I thought it was. But maybe it could be true? Okay, I'll go back then. I slice through the membrane and a torrent of foul-smelling acid pours forth. Lud slides out of the muck, coughing and sputtering. You know, I think this experience might have awakened something within me, so I'm gonna head back to town now. Lud, you have fun in there. I'm just gonna let you be, buddy. I'm just gonna let you be. You can have your experiences. They put a building in here. This looks like a secret. There were more candlesticks. Can you be something good? Modest treasure. Oh, right. I still have that glorious treasure. I forgot to sell my glorious treasure. And I still don't have no map. Alright, well, in our search for a map, we progressed with the main quest. Good job, us. God, I am the fucking best at being an Inquisitor. No one inquisits like me. I'm literally not even trying. And I keep stumbling upon cultists and heresy. You know, I think that might point to my suspicion that the Confessor is maybe not trying all that hard in this Inquisition, in this crusade, or whatever the hell we have going on here. see some platforming. I'll do some platforming. Oh, nice. 10 gold. Some kind individual was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave 10 gold for some aspiring parkour master. And I appreciate that. Alright, where the fuck is this red tent? I want a map. I really want a map. Could be up here. This is the forests. Hello? If you're a mine. Oh, but if I go in here, I could get some steel, which I could use to upgrade my rusted piece of shit into a steel sword. Oh, there's only one. Okay, well. This vein was depleted long ago. I can grab that. He just got... Lud just picks himself up from the fucking mushroom's digestive tract and goes straight over to the horrible flesh instead. I have seen the false ways of sacrificing my life to the mushroom god. I have embraced the purity of sacrificing my life to the orb of flesh. Well, when you've got that kind of mentality, it's a little hard to break out of it, I understand. Lud's just... He just really wants to get himself eaten. He can phrase it up however he likes. There's the tent! There's the map! I found it! Fuck the other thing that's here. I need that map right now. Okay, Hey, I'll be back, tower. No, no. No, fuck this. We're jumping. I'm not risking not being able to find my way over there. Get me, no. Huh. Okay, I like how it resisted a little. Oh. Still no fall damage. I appreciate how they put up guardrails all around the edges of the islands, but then also not quite well enough to matter. Oh. Okay, and we don't even just have sky islands on sky islands. We have fucking floating buildings on sky islands. They've really embraced making traversal as difficult as humanly possible. Hey you, man with cool hat. Scholar has one eye pressed to his looking glass. As you approach, he squints, takes a deep breath, and is suddenly still. Ah. Are you okay? Chew! These bloody mushroom spores. Why did I have to be sent off to Pwil of all places to make this damned map? Can I get a copy of your map? Look, I don't have time to pander to your every want. The chief cartographer needs this urgently. Actually, you know what? Maybe you can have a copy, as long as you're willing to work for it. I can do that. What do you need? Just give me a map. Make me a new kind of map. A magical map that tracks the shifting movements of these islands and corrects itself. It's very useful. The real work is with this cipher spell we're weaving together, but I need someone to go out and anchor the spell to specific landmarks. Take this cartography notebook. When you get to a landmark, equip it and use it to make a cipher chart. The map will show up in your journal. There are 4 scholars working on this map, including myself. Together we cover the 4 places you will go to. Hollowshire, the Endless Realm, the Clockwork Kingdom, and Pwil. So currently we are in Pwil. Next we're going to Hollowshire. The most important region we need mapping is Hollowshire. I'll note those locations in your log and then whatever. What landmarks do you need for this region? Well, the Blinding Light, then the orb, for the Fortress of the Rotten Onion Orb, and finally there's the Sacred Shroom. Got it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna rob you. Thank you for your money. Alright, I'm gonna go fill out the map then, actually. Yes. I'm gonna go visit those 3 locations, fill out the map, and then that'll be good for today. Especially because we've actually completed the first part of this main quest. The goal in Quill was to get the fuck out of Quill. Actually, no, I still haven't visited the old mansion to learn about Vela Kalus. I haven't visited the old Dark Star mercenary in the bar somewhere. I haven't seen a bar, so maybe he was actually past here in Hollowshire. The main quest might actually be to get that guy, but I needed a passport to get to that guy. Halshire. Man, I don't even try. That's probably going to be one of my greatest weaknesses as a streamer is, man, I don't try on I try on pronunciation. I'm not good at it. And one could say I'm actually quite bad at it. I make my best guess, and my best guess is, well, I like things to be interesting. It's nice when words are fun. Okay, am I in the landmark yet? Hold on, I'm just gonna walk in the front door first. Yep, there we go. So I tab, use the notebook, and yep, just wave this feather around. I certainly know what I'm doing. Now, we throw a knife, that's what I wanted to do. Teleport back. And let's use the cipher again. There are low landmarks nearby for your chart. Huh. Oh right, those crystals refill mana. That's the Seika Shroom. So now they go down to the blinding light. Oh. What is it? I'm making fun of how linguistic drift has caused lots of English places to be pronounced in a very non-intuitive way. That's actually a really good point, because we are explicitly on the edges of an empire here. Although we're on the edges of an empire that took over from the empire before it. So, we've had some country accents out here. So probably, this is Welsh. We're in Welsh right now, and everything is pronounced in a fucked way. You cannot hope to guess at how these things are actually pronounced. Okay, so we'll go back up. Hey, I don't think I ever went in the back. This looks like an interesting landmark. That's good. I appreciate how long the elevator takes. That is a piece of shit elevator. Yep. Just wave this feather around. And now up to the Castle of the Orb. The Rotten Onion Orb Castle. Fortress. And we'll be good. God, I love cartography so much. I love a game that gives me cartography tasks. I so much love just running around the land and putting a map together. It brings me joy. I don't know if that sounded sarcastic, but I'm 100 very genuine. I love map making. It's one of my favorite things to do in any game, is just run out and fill out the map. But especially in a game where it's not just as simple as running around. Like in Minecraft, one of my favorite things to do is make maps and just fill them out. It's especially good in a game like Minecraft, because then you can look at the maps over time and see how they change. See a nice glimpse of your world. See, how you doing, chat? There's your false idol. Literally a false idol. Could not be more fake of a god. God damn it. It took a potion of truth and the orb was revealed. I think that feels like it's going against the point I'm trying to make. I will get into this fucking house. Let me... No! Let me in. Like, there's stuff. I want stuff. This looks like an interesting landmark. Alright. Fill this out. Alright. We have a map! Oh my god, this is a really good map too. Holy shit. I like this map. I mean, like, I like to look at it. I can clearly see the paths. There's a sacred shroom. There's the wall, there's the fortress of blinding light. And I can't zoom in or right click on anything. There's a cave. Have I been to that cave? Interesting. Very interesting. Many things to note. Okay. So there's nothing more to do here. I will run once more. Return home. I'll return to this village. Save. And that is good for today. Oh. Gosh, thank everyone for coming. Thank you all for I mean, I'm not sure if I should thank you for worshiping the orb, but thank you for getting involved and participating. I hope everyone enjoyed. I will absolutely be continuing with Dread Delusion. Like, when I saw this game, I was pretty sure it was going to be a game that I would enjoy, and it has, so far, it is surpassing my expectations. Especially, as I was saying in the Mushroom, this game presents itself with a big horror aesthetic, but I think that's kind of a lie or a trick. And it's not... It's horror, but it's beautiful horror. This world is twisted and broken and wrong in many ways, but it's still a world. Everything around here is still life continuing to function in a way. And it takes that horror and it makes it into something that is very beautiful. You just looking out at the game and the world and the sky itself, this horrifying but beautiful sky. Why can't you praise that orb? Why do you have to praise that thing? There's this right here. This exists and you guys are like, that. But, like, it's got terrifying creatures, it's got very interesting lore and world building. The characters so far, I do want to find out more about Vela and what she's on about and the gods and everything. Just so far, everything has been very interesting, and I'm only stopping playing it right now because I'm getting tired. It's been 3 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's good. So, that was a long outro spiel. Once again, thank you all for coming. Glad that you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Well, I guess I should schedule the next one. I don't know. Friday seems good for Dread Delusion. I'll just do it on Fridays. I'll be doing something else tomorrow. I don't know what. I might start on trying to clear out a backlog, which is the project that I want to start on. Or I might just do some fucking Factorio or whatever. But Monday, I'm doing more... What's the name? Fractal Block World. And other than that, everything is in the air. Oh, I have to get out of the thing to stop the stream. So thank you again, and everyone have a nice day.